If you had the means to do this, would you do this? Would you take the time to basically recycle everything that you can on your property? So I've got the Hyson loaded up here with a whole bunch of shredded cardboard and also cardboard that might be, well, it is too thick to shred in my shredder. And then I also have right here some 20-year-old paper, probably 30-year-old paper, that was part of the Air Force packing me up and moving me from New Mexico to Florida, I think. Uh-oh, man down. Oh, man. This was all shredded with a house paper shredder, but it'll do up to 18 sheets, and I've really been giving it a good workout because I read that you can do cardboard with it, and we'd try not to throw anything away that goes in the landfill that might be useful to us out here. So, okay, where was I? So I've got all of this because I'm going to put it in our big compost pit. So I've just finished digging that out this week. Got it down to about 12 foot, and then I spent the better part of yesterday putting a bunch of screenings in there. So I have a screener that I dump dirt and pine needles and just different debris in, and the topsoil falls out the bottom. What is discards out the back is just chunks of sticks that haven't decayed enough or will never decay enough to become organic matter for soil. So I got 7 Balmalite mini dumper loads in the bottom of this pit, and it's filled it up nicely. And I was wondering what I was going to do for the next layer, and I was thinking I was going to put leaves in there, and I am. That's going to be part of today's video. But then I remembered I had all of this packing material from the Air Force move, and then also whenever we get equipment, it usually comes in some sort of crate or something, and there's cardboard in it. So I got that, and then all the Amazon boxes. You see Precious the excavator over there, and coming up on the big pit. I'm going to use the excavator and kind of smooth out this last bucket that I dumped this morning in here. That was number 7 right there, and it also had a lot of big sticks in it, so I want to spread that out. And my goal is, I guess it's mainly to get compost for the garden or anywhere where we want things to grow. At some point we won't need any more for the garden, but we still want to have a healthy pasture. We got cows now, so they're producing manure every day, 3 to 6 times a day. We're finding that even though there are many cows, it's not many manure. There's a lot of manure, and it's only going to get more as they get bigger. And we want a place to put that so that can start breaking down. And then, of course, we already talked about the boxes. That cardboard is biodegradable, and the leaves and the grass clippings and everything else I'm going to throw in here is going to be either 100% natural, or it's going to be something that's been, let's say it's the grass. It'll have nitrogen and other nutrients in it that we paid by buying fertilizer or whatever, that we paid, and we'll get to reclaim that. So that's why I dug this pit. That's why I do what I do here. Closer to the camera, like 1/5 or 1/10 of the pit is already 12, 13 foot deep. So I want to get this filled, and then once I get this filled, I'll create another compartment as I use this dirt, because this dirt will be used around the property. And even if there's no monetary gain, it's just the satisfaction of creating something with your own resources on your own property, and just kind of not contributing to the garbage problem out there as much anyway. We still have garbage pickup every week. Put it on wide angle so you can see just how massive this hole is. I've been digging this for literally years. It started out as a small hole for a little bit of fill dirt that I needed, and then we did some clearing for the cows to give them more space, and that didn't have good soil there, so I put a bunch of soil there. We had a big rain, and it washed out and created all these divots. So I took all of this clay here and went and packed it all in there so that couldn't erode anymore. And then I realized I needed more clay, so I started digging a bigger hole. It's just kind of like a self-licking ice cream cone. If you had the means to do this, would you do this? Would you take the time to basically recycle everything that you can on your property? I enjoy doing this type of stuff. I would much rather be doing something outside. We got some decent temperatures here in the winter in Florida to be outside, as opposed to, 8 months of hot heat and humidity. I figure this is better than burning. Anyway, put your comment down below. What do you think about this? You think it's dumb? You think it's just like a hamster on a wheel, wasting time? Or do you think it's a pretty cool project? But I've got all of my paper products down there. That cleans out my shop. And I can start shredding more later, but it gets rid of that bulk paper. And now I can go collect some leaves. I want to put a big layer of leaves on top of that before I put manure on it. But this would be a good time to click that like button if you haven't already. Had this turned around the last time I raked leaves, because sometimes with the bigger piles it's easier to push than to pull. But I've got a lot of gathering to do first before I'm pushing big piles. I've learned that whenever you rake like this, you're always going to get a lot of other stuff, especially dirt, pine needles, but it's good. It also helps to level out any bumps or anything you might have in the path. I checked the camera and that was 6 minutes of raking, and I've got a huge pile over here already, and probably wouldn't need to do much more to get enough for what I need for that compost pit. So just in that little area, I've got that pile right there, and I could take that pile and push it down there where the excavator is, where the pit is, and that pile would grow by 10 times. But what I'm going to do is just work on these leaves and make windrows so that I can have more for the future. But all this stuff, it's all good material. Be able to grow some nice vegetables with all that organic matter. No sense wasting it. Cows are watching me rake. I've raked up a good pile of leaves back here, and I just kept going from the side and pushing to the center. So I think what I'll do is turn the rake around and push. I forgot from last year how much dirt that you also get with it as well, which is fine because I'm stripping from this road, and this road doesn't need dirt to grow, but that's what these trees have been doing for, I don't know, decades, centuries, is making the soil a little bit better. And so when I'm dragging from the side, I'm noticing a lot of darker, richer soil than the sand that's in the road. But it's going to be quite a push. I'm interested to see if I can do it. I set the camera down the hill a little bit where I already had this pile from when we first started up here, and I have this second pile. And then I got all these little piles. I want to push all this together and then keep pushing it down. If it gets to where I can't push it, then I'll probably get the mini dumper in here and fill that. My neck is not going to appreciate this at all. It kind of rides up over. You get here, should push that whole pile. Go get some more. So the road's looking good, and I've got a really big pile here just to show you how many leaves are in that pile. The bucket's full. There's probably 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 bucketfuls in there. I'm all recharged from lunch, so we'll start trucking those leaves down there, but first we got to take a stop Check on the cows, give them some chin scratches. But they love each other. Where one is, the other one is. You like this corner? Is this a good corner? Got sap in your fur? What's up, heifer? What's up, heifer? The only time you can say heifer to a female, not get in trouble. Yeah, chin scratches? She's got the 80s hair going on. All right, guys, I got to get back to work. But I'll be right over here. You can watch me, okay? Maybe we'll take you for a walk. You can eat some of this rye out here. Now some of this is going to fall off the front because the bucket's wider. The Kubota, the bucket's wider than the Baumolite. I got more on there than I thought I could. That's a nice heaping load. I'd say there's probably 3 more left here, so 4 big loads in the Baumolite. That's nice. Didn't even get that many leaves up here on my controls. That worked out pretty good. Yeah, this is more fun than the Summit tractor pulling the Summit dump trailer. See if I can swing by here and pick up the camera. Got skills, man. 2 things that slow me down. 1, filming for you guys, and 2, cows. People often call a compost pile layering it like lasagna. Yeah, we're gonna have a good amount. Look how much that covered. It's gonna work out real good. I don't think I need any more leaves than what I've already raked. Be back with a second load soon. This is load number 6, and I've been raking a little bit off camera, so I probably have 4 or 5 more loads to do, but I'm not sure I'm going to put them all in here today because this is a good layer of leaves and pine needles, and I want to have some extra space to keep piling manure up on top of it. So I think I'm going to quit with this one, spread it out, and see how it looks. And also, Deb's got the cows out, so I want to go play with the cows. We're supposed to get some decent rain today or tomorrow, so I want to get this leveled out with the excavator before that rain comes, because I want to collect as much water as possible. I'm also going to have to get in here with my IBC tote that holds about 200 gallons of water or so, and just totally soak this down and keep it soaked so it decomposes quicker. Last pile I pushed up with the Kubota, and this is the pile we started the video with from this area. And there's probably 2 or 3 dump loads here. And then down there by Deb and the cows, there's another pile just past the cows there on the right. That's probably another 2 dump loads or so. So this is the second day in the row that you've taken the cows out by yourself, having both of them. How's that going?
Yesterday I took them out by myself and they were pretty easy. Today I grabbed their leashes and I walked to the back gate and they literally ran across the pasture to me. Ran across the pasture at the gate, and then I leashed them up and here we are. So easy breezy. Brad's waving at me, so I think I'm supposed to tell you that ends the video. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed day. Be kind to each other and watch these 2 videos here. They'll change your life. Take care.